interesting to really get a good look at how that works, and then to figure out how to do it and to understand it. And we want to be able to teach and equip people so that they have the wisdom, because just because you're on the grid with solar panels on your house, if something happens, where's the inverter that's storing that power in your battery to actually do your home?
Yes.
It's not there. So there's a difference between the two.
Wow. I mean, you really are talking off the grid. Now, so I want to get back to food a little bit. So say you believe in growing your food, and most of us are not going to live off the grid, but some people are going to live off the grid. But for the people that aren't going to live off the grid, tell them some practical ways. Like, say you're living in an apartment, you can't grow your own food, or can you? What are some practical ways, if you are living in the city, how you can at least increase your awareness about the food that you bring in and make it more sustainable?
Oh, yes. There's so many good ways of doing it. One of the greatest ways I try to encourage people, number one, when people are tending a plant for food, it does something to them. It shows kindness and nurturing. You're nurturing a plant. So that gives a person a different mindset. And when a person has just a small apartment, they can actually grow herbs and things in the windowsill.
True. Yeah.
It's very, very doable. And then maybe have a pot outside on your patio that might have tomatoes in it, or Swiss chard, or lettuce. These things are very simple to grow. And it's easy to do it if you're in a confined area. If you have access to a flower box, instead of all flowers, I would mix and match and put some kind of food in there.
Yeah.
Because you never know when it will be a blessing to an individual.
True. And like you said, there's something about nurturing a plant, especially if you're going to eat it.
Right.
There's something about nurturing it and taking care of it that gives you a sense of pride in it.
It does. And the fact that you can grow it and eat it and it will grow again, it's so gratifying to say, look, I just created this and it was so wonderful and I did that. It's a sense of accomplishment, which is really healthy.
Right.
It really is. They also have CSAs where you can go into a community and find a CSA where people are growing, or maybe they're buying a plot and everybody's buying a plot or sharing a plot of land and growing together. And that's where you can find some wholesome people.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. When you say CSA, what is that to the audience? Is that community sustainable?
It's agriculture.
Okay, so that's what they would look up on. If they Googled something, they'd be able to Google that in their local area. Okay, go on.
And then they could find a group of people, or maybe join a herb society. I've done that, where you find more people that are growing stuff that have that mindset. Just to be able to get into some gardening clubs or something like that for somebody that's in the city, it would really benefit an individual, because Mary over here might have an abundance of squash, and then Joe over here might have an overload of tomatoes, and we're all gathering at the, an herb society or something where you can get fresh stuff that people are barter and trading. Farmers markets are fabulous finding people, because they take pride in what they're doing. And if they're growing it themselves, that is the people you want to get to know, because they have knowledge that will help benefit an individual.
Yeah. Great. Those are great ideas. Yeah. And then think about, even if you can only get to the farmer's market, but still think of the health benefits that those kind of vegetables bring, rather than the ones from the store that have come from thousands of miles away. Right. Yeah. When you talk about switching or enhancing your purpose, so you're going to move from the city out to the off the grid. So what brought you to the conclusion? Why are you doing this now? And I want to know about your husband. Like, is he 100% on board? I obviously think he must be, but tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, perfect. So
Just curious.
I I went from um, looking into the food situation from everything growing up and doing everything that I did. I started just to focus on, cooking classes and teaching people and all of that, to where there was more of a need. And we always, we've had our ranch for a while, and when we first got it, it was there for survival and helping people, and we're mission minded folk, and we just really want to be able to be a blessing to people. So as I learned the culinary stuff, my husband's a farmer. He loves to be on the tractor and plant seeds and irrigate and do all of that. We own a material handling business, so he's into equipment, but he's the type of individual that, he's very responsible and wants to make sure everything's just perfect, and he's getting ready to retire. So as we're closing down our time in Phoenix, which we've lived here forever, and we're getting ready to sprout and grow, we're both on board because we know how important it is. We see individuals, we have the heart for people that are, people that have autoimmune diseases, that are sick, that could benefit getting out of the toxic air and getting into fresh air, and maybe coming and having a detox or something like that. He's totally on board with that. So together as a team, he's more farmer, I'm more kitchen, and together it clicks. And we're both hardy people. So therefore, as we're doing it, we're doing what we do best together, and it's good. It's really great.
Yeah. You know what I hear too is, I think that you're following your passion. The two of you are following your passion, and together you're stronger. And I mean, it's just a beautiful example, Rhonda, because what you're doing is going to help others. So the two of you come together. He likes to be on the machines and you like to do the cooking. Think of the good that you will do for the world. That is, I think that's beautiful.
That's really what we want to do.
Yeah, yeah. And I know God's going to bless you up there because it's a big step of faith, but I know there's a need for it. I believe in it. So it will be exciting to see what happens in the years to come.
Amen to that.
Yeah. I'm so excited for you. So tell us a little bit. I am so excited that you are going to do a drawing for one of your fabulous cookbooks. And so tell the audience how they can get a hold of you and put their name into the drawing.
Perfect. My phone number is 602-320-0100. Again, 602-320-0100. You can actually email me at gourmet, GOURMET, at RAWndalicious. It's RAW, N as in Nancy, D as in David, A as in Apple, licious, LICIOUS.com. You can also look up for me at RAWndalicious.com as my webpage. It's RAWndalicious.com. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Happy to serve. And I'm going to be giving away a cookbook.
Yes, tell us about the cookbook.
My cookbook, actually, it stands up. It's full of QR codes. So not only do you get the recipe and the picture, but you can click on your device with that QR code. I come to life on your device, and we work actually together on the recipe that you're interested in. It's a very interactive cookbook.
Love that. I'm going to have to look that one up, Rhonda. I've seen some of your stuff, and also I want to encourage the audience to get online and watch her do some cooking classes, because it's quite interesting. So, Rhonda, I want to thank you for coming for the second week in a row. I have one more question for you. What is the legacy that you would like to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered by your family, friends, and even strangers? How do you want to be remembered, Rhonda?
I want to be remembered as an individual that gave all she got to help with humanity.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me soak that in. You gave all that you
had. to serve humanity.
To serve humanity. Isn't that beautiful? You want to give it all out. You don't want to go to the end with any of it left. You want to give it all out.
No regrets.
No regrets. I love that. Okay, well, I want to thank you for coming in today. You are an amazing guest, and we are excited about your next chapter of going to that ranch. And you never know, somebody on this program may be there, and it might even be me that will come down there sometime, and my husband. I would love to come. But anyways, we wish you Godspeed and God's blessings out there. That is fabulous. And I thank you for coming in today, Rhonda.
Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
It's been our honor. And remember out there, it is never too late. It's never too late to follow your passion like Rhonda's doing. It is never too late to start getting healthy, lose weight. It is never too late to follow your dreams or live a life of purpose. It is just never too late, ever. Thank you. Bye, Rhonda.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, we are clear.
Thank you, Joe. Are you still there, Rhonda?